Good evening, friends. Today I'm going to analyze a palm and a chart, basic chart. Actually, I just want to show you how we do the timing in Nadi Astropalmistry. Okay, so I have attached the South Indian format chart here along with the palm. Luckily, this person has given a very clear picture of his palm, unlike 99.99999% people who don't know how to take the picture of their palm. Now, why I am saying this is because you can see the Nadika Rekha here. See these Nadika Rekhas, they are so clear. These rekhas never change. I continuously get questions that some of those who don't believe in astropalmistry, they think it's fake, and they think it doesn't make sense, etc., etc. There are many skeptics, as usual, I know. But to those skeptics, I would like to say, just take a good clear picture of your palm, and check the palm after 10 years, 6 years, 5 years, and see if these nadika rekhas have changed or not. Okay, then you will understand how deep this science is. Okay, now coming to the point, this is a chart which does not have lagna, so I have not taken lagna here, because most of the people don't know their birth timings accurately, and the lagna is for 1.5 to 2 hours. So in that time period, there are so many people who are born. Unfortunately, not everybody experiences the same results. Okay, now this chart, the person's chart, may be the same chart for more than 10,000 people, or maybe 20,000, we don't know. Yet I'm confident because, see, first of all, when the Shani, right now the Shani is here. After when this native is 26, the Shani would be here. Okay, so when the Shani is there, it is in Meena Rashi, it will touch the Sun and the Jupiter. Now when it touches the Sun and the Jupiter, what happens is that it will trigger what we call as profession or work related activation, as we call it. Now why is that? I'll show you why this is very important. Right now, here, if you observe that Jupiter and Rahu are in trines. Okay, Jupiter and Rahu are in trines. Now let's see, in this palm you can see here there is a node line. Okay, again there is a node line here. Sorry, this node line is active. Okay, this node line is visualizing, or this particular line is visualizing this node line. It means those who know Nadi know exactly Bhrigu Nadi. I'm not talking about Bhrigu Nadi Nadi. I'm talking about Bhrigu Nadi. Those who know Bhrigu Nadi would know that whenever Saturn is in trines with Rahu, and there is this visualization, what happens is that the person gets a job or the profession starts. Okay, so when the profession starts, it has to be seen in the palm as well as chart. Don't think that it is in the chart, therefore he will get a job. No, because there are millions, maybe thousands of people who are having exactly same chart. How can you say that everybody is going to get the job? Okay, why I am saying there is visualization is because you should observe the palm carefully, and then you will realize exactly at that point there is this visualization, and this visualization ends at this point. Okay, you know how to do the angle method. There's an angle method, right? So when that ends is when the Shani transits 1 2 3 4 5. So when he finishes with this particular Rahu, when it crosses over the Rahu, this period ends. That means this is a period, very active period, where he's going to have karma related, there will be karma. That means he will work. There will be a lot of work related or profession related activity, or he will be busy, or he will be engaged in some gainful work. However, this is only the macro view of this particular time period. Within this time period, you can see there are a host of lines and there are disjoint lines here, okay, with a line having islands, which is dvipa, showing the bad influence of moon. Okay, so there are a lot of things in between. Of course, I don't want to go deep into it. There will be some gains, there will be some losses, there will be some significant legal troubles also in for this native, even during the time when his profession is active. Okay, so that is something one has to note. You can predict it using basic Bhrigu Nadi BNN also. But the point here is that why I chose this line and why are we doing this, that's important. Okay, and there is one more reason why I'm quite confident that this is active, that is Jupiter and Rahu are in trines. You should be able to, those who know Nadi will be able to, Nandi Nadi, or you can say the astropalmistry concept, they will know what this is. Okay, so there is clear cut indication that one, this one, two, and then you can see the Jupiter influence line goes like this. Okay, and there is a fork. Okay, it also shows that the Jupiter is getting influenced by nodes. This line, however, goes and touches the node line, and this line makes mouth, open mouth, as we call sarpamukham, open mouth. So the Jupiter is significantly influenced or getting afflicted by Rahu. However, generally when when Jupiter gets influenced by Rahu, there are many events that can happen. One of them, as it is said in Nadi, is that he will suffer from some terminal disease. Number one. Number two, there will be some big disappointment or very significant negative event in this person's life, or this person will think out of the box. He will be a totally different person from the rest of the society, etc., etc. There are so many predictions, but what makes it different in this case is, let me show you. What makes things different here is that, I'll change the color. Observe this. This is the Surya Rekha. The Surya Rekha is very strong up to here, and then it weakens. Okay, it weakens and touches the Jupiter influence line, no doubt. Now let me zoom. You can see that 1, 2, 3, and there is a cut here. Okay, cut means that this line is divided into two parts. This shows that the Sun is encroaching upon the Jupiter influence line. This is the Jupiter influence line. The Sun is encroaching. You can see this is very thin at this point. This part is thin. Okay, I'll remove this. You will understand what I'm trying to say. See the depth of this line and see this part. Okay, it's very thin. Although there is a triangle, no doubt, that will make sure that the marriage will be sustained, even though there will be lot of firing, okay, machine gun firing, but the marriage will be sustained. However, my point is, this line, which is so strong, suddenly becomes thin here, and it touches the Jupiter influence line. What it indicates, and the white patches you can see here, you can see the Nadika Rekhas are getting twisted here. You can see the Nadika Rekhas getting twisted here. All these three things will clearly indicate that the Jupiter is getting weakened because of encroachment from the Sun. Okay. In this case, you can see that the Jupiter is combust. Now don't tell me that the Jupiter is combust for everybody who was born in this period. Obviously it will be combust, but until and unless you see the palm, you cannot say that the Jupiter is combust or weakened. Understood? So this is the point. That's why astropalmistry is extremely important. You cannot say that all of a sudden, oh yeah, the Jupiter is combust in the chart, therefore it has to be combust. Now I posted this chart on Facebook, and one of my friends told me, why you are not focusing on the Venus and Mars Parivartan? It is also there in the chart. Actually his question is superb, very nice question actually, and I have to explain why. The reason is, here you can see, just a moment, you can see that the Shukra Rekha is getting, oh my god, the Shukra Rekha has a bifurcation, and the Shani Rekha is having a huge, kind of an angular boat shape, okay, but it is getting packed because of this interfering line. So it is blocking the parivartan of Mars, and Venus, and hence I said that the Mars and Venus parivartan is not active here. In Bhrigu Nadi, it is said that when there is a Mars Venus parivartan in the chart, and if it is observed in the palm also, then such a person's life suddenly undergoes a positive change after marriage. However, or unfortunately, in this case, it doesn't seem so, because the parivartan is not active. Okay, so that is the clarification for why I thought that there is no parivartan here. There is parivartan, but it's not active. Okay, that's how one has to see. Another reason why I thought that the Mars is more influenced by Ketu than Saturn is because now I'm going to take two different colors and show you. I'll just extend this line like this, okay, and I'll just magnify it. Now when you look at this palm, you will think that the headline is going straight, like, headline is going straight like this, and then it is becoming like this. No, that's not the case. The headline is different, and this is a line that is coming from Vrishchik, that is very low degree of Vrishchik, okay, very low degree of Vrishchik. When you change the ayanamsha, there are certain changes in the degrees in the graha, okay. In this case, from the palm I can see that it is coming from very low degree. The influence is coming, or the influence or the effect of this particular thing is from Vrishchik Rashi. I don't know how to explain it astrologically, but I'm just saying in terms of astropalmistry, right? Now see this combination, which is influencing the Matur Rekha or the Kuja influence Rekha, has a tail shape, coming from Vrishchika, has a tail shape, okay. Now this is possible only when the Mars, of course Mars is Vakri here. So as you know, in Nadi, any graha that is Vakri will have 12th, will have the retro aspect, right? Retro aspect. So here in this case, the retro aspect seems very significant. Now when we learn Nadi, we always say that all retro grahas will have 12th 12th drishti. Theoretically yes, but practically it may not be true. In this case it is true because it is seen in the palm. So I always keep reiterating that whenever you see any effect in the chart, whenever you see any grahas being vakri or parivartana or aspect or yuti or trinal relations or seventh aspect, which is samasaptam, all these things are theoretically seen in the chart, but are they really existing, or are they really active or not? This can only be seen from the palm. In this case, it is clearly seen in the palm that the Mars has a very strong 12th aspect. Why is that? The 12th aspect here means the Mars's energy, or Mars is linking into Virgo, which is Kanya Rashi. Because of that, there is a trinal connection made with Ketu sitting in Makara, right? So Ketu sitting in Makara is making a trinal connection with Mars, and hence there is a tail shaped. Those who know Nadi, they would know that Ketu. They know that Ketu represents whom? Ketu means what? Tail, right? So whenever there is a tail shape for any line, it shows Ketu's influence. Okay, so that is also clearly mentioned. So I am giving proof for inactive Parivartan between Venus and Mars. Also, I am trying to emphasize how the 12th aspect of Mars here is very powerful, giving you practical proof based on the palm why it is. Okay, so this was a short video which actually emphasized on a lot of concepts. If you found it interesting, you can subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will post some more videos which are interesting. Thank you very much.